Hi everyone, my name is Kiana Merrill. How many of you all live in urban areas that are predominantly African American? How many of you all that live in these areas have a grocery store nearby? Okay, what about a McDonald's or a fast food restaurant? For those of you who do not live in these areas, have you ever noticed that there is almost always an abundance of fast food restaurants within urban areas, but never really a grocery store? Have you ever wondered why this is? Today I will share with you exactly why. Urban food deserts have direct effects on African American communities. Today I will share with you all the definition of an urban food desert, some examples which include New Orleans, Chicago, and Atlanta, and some efforts that are being put together in order to help this issue. Now I will share with you all exactly what an urban food desert is and some effects they have on the African American community. The United States Department of Agriculture defines food deserts as part of the country vapid of fresh fruits, vegetables, and other healthy foods. Food deserts usually include a lack or absence of large grocery stores and or supermarkets that sell fresh produce and healthy foods. Also, most food deserts are found in impoverished areas that are usually populated by majority African Americans that are on tight budgets. The USDA actually reports that about 23.5 million Americans currently live in food deserts today, with over 50% being African American and 6.5 million being children. Food deserts are also signified by high levels of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases within the communities, which is a direct result from the residents buying their foods from corner stores and mini marts that usually only sell processed foods and having plentiful fast food options within their neighborhoods. These are also diseases that the African American community suffer from greatly. Now that you all know what food deserts are exactly and some effects they have, I will now share with you some locations that are hugely affected by them. African American communities located in poor urban areas such as New Orleans, Atlanta, and Chicago suffer greatly from food deserts. The number one food desert in the United States is New Orleans, Louisiana, in which there are only 20 grocery stores in the entire city that serves approximately 16,000 people each. According to a study commissioned by O.C. Haley Boulevard Merchants and Business Association, New Orleans' African American population is 67.25%, so it is safe to say that the African American community is being directly affected here. Chicago, Illinois is ranked second amongst the largest food deserts in the United States, in which 600,000 people live in areas that are considered food deserts, according to a report written by Marie Gallagher Research and Consulting Group. In a typical black neighborhood in Chicago, the nearest grocery store is roughly twice as distant as the fast food restaurant. Atlanta, Georgia comes in third of the largest food deserts in the United States, in which, according to a report sponsored by the Environment Justice Resource Center at Clark Atlanta University, Atlanta's most affluent neighborhoods have more than 3 times as many supermarkets as poor neighborhoods and 4 times as many supermarkets in predominantly white neighborhoods as in black neighborhoods when the racial lines were crossed. Now that food deserts are being recognized more, some efforts are actually being put together in order to help the issue. The issue of food deserts has become such a problem that the United States Department of Agriculture has outlined a map of the nation's food deserts, which has become part of the First Lady's Let's Move initiative. According to the USDA, part of the First Lady's Let's Move initiative will expand the availability of nutritious foods to food deserts with primary focus on low-income communities without ready access to healthy and yet affordable foods. The First Lady plans to execute the initiative by developing and equipping grocery stores and small retailers, corner stores, and farmer markets with fresh and healthy foods in these areas. To qualify as a low-access community, at least 500 people in or at least 33% of the census tract's population must reside more than 1 mile from a supermarket or a large grocery store, which the USDA says will help the movement of the initiative. As you all can see, urban food deserts are a huge issue in our African American community. In summary, I share with you all today the definition of urban food deserts, some examples which include New Orleans, Chicago, and Atlanta, and some efforts that are being put together in order to help this issue. African American communities are directly affected by urban food deserts every day. Anyone can become a victim of an urban food desert, but we can decrease or even eliminate the detrimental effects they have if we are more informed on what urban food deserts are and are aware of the firsthand effects that they have on our communities every day.